paper.
And the member for Barton has the call.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Now, in her inaugural press club address, Senator Hanson gave us a very long list of grievances. Many of them did not sit right with me, Deputy Speaker, but one in particular stood out, and her attack on early childhood educators. Deputy Speaker, from Senator Hanson's remarks, it sounded very much like she wants to take us back to a time when so-called child rearing and housework were not seen as essential labour, but a thing that women were simply expected to do by virtue of being a woman. And need I remind members that this is the same Senator Hanson who once said, "You have the equipment, that's what you're here for," when explaining why women should not be able to access paid parental leave. Newsflash, Senator Hanson, women and men can and should raise children, and I know this because I was raised by my uncle. And Senator Hanson should also understand this. A child's first 5 years are absolutely essential in setting them up for the rest of their lives. The Australian Institute of Health and Welfare has long found that early childhood education plays a very critical role in breaking cycles of socio-economic disadvantage. It helps develop a children's social skills, emotional well-being and confidence, and it helps prepare them for a successful transition into school. And those benefits are even stronger when children from different backgrounds are able to learn together in the same preschool program. But these benefits do not just happen by magic, Deputy Speaker. They happen because of trained, skilled and dedicated early childhood educators. And so much for Senator Hanson's claim that early educators do not need to go to university. These workers are teaching our children at one of the most important and formative stages of their lives. And of course, they need to be trained. Of course, their work requires skill. And of course, their work deserves respect. And accordingly, they also need to be paid in a way that recognises that skill, that supports talented educators to stay in the workplace and helps them pay the bills for their own families. And that is why locking in the 15% pay rise for early childhood educators is so important. As this motion notes, a full-time educator will earn around $225 a week more. And that is real money. It means being able to cover groceries, rent and bills without falling behind. It means a fairer wage for people doing some of the most important work in our community. And this investment does not just support educators, it supports families too. Funding eligibility is linked to a cap on a fee increases, helping keep early learning affordable. It also is linked to services meeting the national safety standard, helping ensure children are learning in environments that are safe, professional and properly supported. And one comment on a post about these pay rises has really stuck with me, Deputy Speaker. Sarah, an early childhood educator, said, "What's more upsetting is that people forget we are the ones teaching children the most important foundational life skills at such a young age. Sometimes we spend more time with these children than their own parents. We play such a huge role in their development, and for that reason alone, we deserve far more support, respect and recognition than we currently receive." And Deputy Speaker, Sarah's right. Early childhood educators are not babysitters. They are not an afterthought. They are not people doing work that should be dismissed or diminished. They are educators. They are skilled workers. They are part of the foundation of our educational system. And for too long, because this has been a workforce dominated by women, their work has been undervalued and underpaid. And this pay rise helps change that. It says that caring for children is real work. It says that educating children is skilled work. It says that people who help raise, teach and support our youngest Australians deserve respect, security and a wage they can live on. And that is why I'm so proud to support locking in this 15% pay rise for early childhood educators.